I think it's Japan, where there's the building where the train goes through the middle of the building. And there's also a building where you walk outside. You're on a street.
Yes.
You're outside on a street, but then you look over the edge and you're 20 stories up, 10, 20 stories up or whatever.
I've heard about it. The street level's really weird.
There's a street level up and then there's a street level down, and you're just like...
Which one am I on?
Where am I?
I feel like... Hello and welcome back to the Motoring Lounge. This is the B-Road version of the podcast, so this is the part where one of us can't make it, one of us is busy, so not all three of us are here, but Alex and I are here to discuss specific topics. In this particular episode we will be covering Japanese culture within cars.
JDM. As of last year or so, I've bought my first Japanese car.
There you go.
Which is, as if you've seen the podcast, it's been behind us on a few episodes.
Yep.
Is the Lancer Sportback that I've got. Do like it. The front end's sort of Evo 10.
Full Evo 10 at the front.
It's got obviously the hatchback, which I think is cool, a bit different. I like the different engine in it, but I like it. It's cool. It's nice. It's different.
Whereas
you don't see many of them.
No, you don't. We'll talk about that, won't we?
You messaged me the other day to say, I've just seen another Lancer Sportback in the same colour as yours.
Yeah, literally, yeah. Whereas I have never owned a Japanese car, so we'll also discuss that and why I haven't.
Is it something
yet.
you'd think have any piqued your interest? Because
yes,
for a while, some Japanese cars have piqued my interest. Stuff like,
bored.
I'm partial to a Civic.
Yes, that's true. Forgot about that.
Partial to a Civic. Obviously, I mentioned in the last episode the Accord wagon that I was looking at.
Yeah.
Nissans, sort of Skylines and stuff. Datsuns.
Yes.
I'm very partial to an old Datsun.
Yeah. I mean, I think, as we talked about last time, was Japanese with German culture. Sorry.
Yes.
Whereas this time Japanese culture, and I think it used to be. You were one side of the fence or you were the other side of the fence.
Yeah.
Like, there was me and a friend of mine, we used to joke like no end and rip the hell out of each other because he was big JDM man, went to all the Jap stuff, this, that, the other, and I was big German fan and never bothered with any of the Japanese stuff. But again, more mature person than me would say I have a massive respect for both, and there are cars within the Japanese culture, the car scene if you like, that I would 100% purchase given the chance.
Yeah, definitely. So when it comes to Jap stuff, I've looked at quite a few. Over the years I've looked. I've always ended up going down the mostly Volkswagen route.
Yeah.
I have had, so all my cars have been Volkswagens and an Audi. Other than I've had two Saabs.
Yes.
Maybe we do a Swedish one at some point.
Yeah, that'd be the shortest episode ever.
Okay.
Volvo.
Yeah. So yeah, I've gone with a lot of Volkswagen stuff.
Yeah.
But every time there's always been. So obviously, when I start looking for cars, I end up with a short list of
10.
I'm going to go with like 20, but yeah. There's always cars that I like at the time of looking for a car. When you start looking for a car, there's rarely ever one car that you like at the time. You're always sort of...
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, we talk about that on the main podcast as well, with Jared, he's changed his socks, so therefore he's changed his mind on which car he should have next, or whether he should keep his, or whether he should go for this car or that make or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think, when your mind goes,
you start looking at various cars. So every time I bought another car, 9 times out of 10 there's been 1 or 2 Japanese cars on that list of cars that I've been looking at.
Yeah.
I've been and looked at a few Civics. Never one been right for me, but
you succumbed when it came to the Lancer.
Yes.
Why though? Over whatever else you're looking at?
That was the main one that stood out to me at the time. I'd seen them. I liked the look of them. I liked the front end. Liked it was a bit of a hatchback, so they were a bit quirky.
Mm-hmm.
Very weirdly, I didn't actually find out until after purchasing it. But I've still bought a Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Because underneath the engine in it is a PD140 from like a Volkswagen
Mark 5?
No, it's from like a Charan or something like.
Is it? Oh yeah,
like,
isn't it?
You know, like the people carrier one. It's from one of them. I don't know if they also put it in the Passat.
Fast. Although it's not bad.
It's the bigger PD.
Yeah, it's got bigger
a
numbers.
105. So it's not bad, is it? It drives nicely. It runs well. I finally bought a Japanese car and I still bought a Volkswagen.
Yes.
Don't know how I managed that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were the car I was looking at the point in time, and I finally found one that was right.
Yeah.
I mean, this one I did pick up on a trailer and trailer it home because it didn't have an MOT at the time. But it was cheap and it didn't take much to get it running, and since then it's run really nice.
It's done a track day.
It survived the track day at Silverstone. It did struggle at Silverstone, I will say, because it was having trouble on the days on the day, and for some reason wouldn't get above 90.
No.
Even on the straight with my foot hard in, you was in the car with me.
Yeah.
I was, foot flat, and 90 was all she'd got.
Yeah. But since then, like I said,
it's still had a fun track day. It's been better since. I don't know.
Maybe it just needed a bit of a
Italian
blast.
tune-up sort of thing.
Yeah. Just absolutely hammering. But yeah, I know what you mean. And like I said, I've never ventured down that path.
Have you been to look at any? Have you?
No, there was something at the time. It was probably a little bit of a dream, if you like.
Okay.
I never actually went to look at any, but when I had my Mark 6 Golf, I went and met up with one of the guys that I know that at the time had an R32 GTR.
Yeah.
That wasn't my dream because they're way too much money. And that was proper Godzilla. Driving down the road, it was spitting flames out the back. We got there. We went to Cafe and Machine.
Yeah.
Do the Daikoku nights.
Daikoku night.
And we pulled up there. I think I've spoken about this before. But same sort of thing, the atmosphere was really, really cool. And one of the cars that was there that piqued my interest was a bagged S15 Sylvia. And I was just like, now we're talking. I mean, S14, S15, I like both styles. S13, PS13 I can get behind, also like those. But S15 for me, the styling, especially the angled, angry looking headlights, for me they were just the one. And I was like, these are really nice. And at the time, I was looking on, obviously, eBay, at like the pricing and how much they were at the time. And you could pick one up for about 10 to 12 grand. But one of my friends at the time was like, honestly, unless you're buying an import, it will be rotten.
Yeah,
you're going to pay a lot of money rewelding it.
That's the problem with Japanese cars. They've not got the underseal that such as a German car does.
Yeah.
Japanese cars, unless you import one and as soon as you get it here, get under it, underseal it, or somebody has done that in the past, they're not the best. I mean,
X5s.
Mine's not bad, the Lancer. I've been under that and it's quite solid, but
where were they produced though?
I'm not sure on that one.
No, I don't know either. But I don't know if they are a Japanese
produced car.
Yeah. But like MX-5s, for example, obviously they're all rotten to death.
The guy who we spoke about last week on the podcast, who's recently bought a car that we've still not revealed yet, but people will see soon. He had an MX-5 and it has no floor.
It's like the Flintstones.
I think he's currently parting it out because there's no saving it. It's gone.
It's dead. Yeah.
But that's the way a lot of them have gone.
That's what I mean, yeah. And that's why at the time I was like, I could just see myself in that. And then when they were like, it's going to cost you a load unless you import it, looked at importing them and landed, they were probably like 18, maybe more. And I was just like, I can't afford that. That's not the ballpark. 10 to 12, I was like, 18, I was like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the cars I did look at, around the time I was buying the Scirocco, the car I did look at, but didn't go for, was a 200 SX.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, nice, very nice.
Very nice. But one of the problems you have with the Japanese cars is parts availability. Because they are very reliable, like Hondas and stuff, they don't really go wrong. Not many people keep parts for them, but that means the parts are more expensive because they're rarer, so they're harder to get hold of.
Yeah.
So there's more faff to it. Whereas a German car, while they are still reliable, you are replacing components on it, and they are readily available.
I suppose that's only if you go down like OE route. Obviously, aftermarket there are certain brands.
Yeah, definitely. You sort of start looking towards like Tegiwa and stuff like that for aftermarket components, but then you're paying like an additional fee because it's an upgrade part, so you're getting better than OE, so you then...
Or like HKS and people like that.
For me, it feels like it ends up more expensive.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean with that, definitely. But I feel like there is, as far as the modified wise as well, I know we spoke about German stuff and being modified, but when it comes to Jap stuff, it's a whole
They take it to another level.
I genuinely think the modifications on that, I mean, you're wearing the perfect top for it, let's not lie.
I'll bang a picture up here because you can't see the back of it, but somehow perfect. We didn't even speak about doing Japanese on this episode until we got here, but I've come in a Japfest t-shirt. For anybody that doesn't know, Japfest is a car show in the UK held at Silverstone. Really cool show.
Like 30,000 people.
30,000 people. They have track action on, they have drifting from people like Drift Matsuri, stuff like that. There is a lot going on, and it is really cool.
It's super
some of the coolest cars you'll see, and
genuinely,
some of the best drift builds you'll see.
Yeah.
That's another build we've got to do. Yeah, we were talking about doing like track series or something like that. Drift build.
Did see some drifting with Garage
21.
Yeah, the other day, and some of the stuff that was there, it rolls up to the line to get out of the gate, and you're like, oh, that's nice.
And for me, I know some people go down the sort of BMW route for a drift car, but I think if we're doing a drift car, it's got to be something Jap.
Yeah,
it's got to be something cool and Japanese.
Yeah, I do know.
Yeah,
that's true. People like Option, they do stuff like that, don't they? MX5 drift, is that Option?
Yeah,
somebody like that. I mean, big shout out as well to somebody that we know, Never Lift World.
Yep.
So Never Lift has been around for a few years. He's got a few drift cars, and all the components. So there's something really exciting at the moment. He's just started putting it all over socials. They're going to be doing a full range of aftermarket upgrade components, specifically targeted at drift stuff.
Yep.
And we've seen some of those, and they look really, really, really good.
Oh, the quality on them looks
fantastic.
Looks great.
So yeah.
And I mean, the brand itself is pretty cool.
I've got a flag down there.
There's he does custom liveries as well on cars.
Yeah, full custom livery.
You might, if you've seen any drift cars, you might have seen the livery on some of them.
He's even done stuff that doesn't have his logo on, so he does custom liveries for drift teams as well. All custom designed, printed, everything. So yeah, that's really cool. And he's just an imported car as well.
Yes, he does some additional bits as well, like steering wheels, seats,
like these.
Which once this goes in the Scirocco, we might have to procure another seat for
just for advertising purposes.
Yes, just maybe here. So
good here. But yeah, so there's like a lot of aftermarket stuff available for the Japanese market, and like you said, the modification is at Japfest when we walked around. The levels, it's just
before we move away from Never stuff as well, they are rated seats as well. They're not
ticketed FIA
seats. They are usable on track and for drifting, etc.
Same with the gloves.
Yeah.
Same with the something else that was telling us about.
Yeah.
They do a race series of stuff.
It's not your cheap seats that you can just get anywhere, and it's full ticket. You can use it for actual drift.
So I'm in a Sparco seat at the moment. This has an FIA ticket just here. So yeah, obviously not valid anymore. That's why I'm just using it for this. But yeah, so his seats are FIA ticketed, ready to go on a track. Same with the gloves. I don't know what else. There is something else. I'm sure there's something else. I'll have a look. But yeah, we'll also drop that in the comments and just give him a little tag there as well. So, but yeah, very cool stuff. And again, it's sort of like.
Yeah, the builds that were there were really cool. We walked around quite a few of them. We were just like, I got to do something that was really exciting for me. Yeah. I got to sit in and move a Datsun.
Oh yes, that was very, very nice.
A very loud Datsun, and it may have put a smile on my face.
Yeah, and now I got to move a Civic. Just inch it backwards and forwards, but that was very nice as well.
The other thing I got to move, which I really like, because for some reason, this has also got to be something I buy soon, K-cars.
Yes.
I got to move the AutoZam AZ1?
AZ1, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like an offshoot of Mazda.
Yes.
It's like a Mazda AutoZam AZ1. Cool K-car. It's got gull wing doors. It's pretty odd. It's pretty odd, but I love it.
Yeah.
There's something about them.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
A car that I really want, that I need to have one day, oddly, is a Honda Beat.
Yes.
It's like a small S2000.
Yeah. They are a proper cool car. So
I don't know why I want one, but I do.
I'm not too much of a fan of the K-car stuff personally. No. The AutoZam's cool.
Yeah.
I just find that it's just, for us, it's just too small for me. I want something, S15.
I like how I swing in roundabouts, because I want a Honda Beat, but I also want a wagon. And there's no in between,
No. You could fit the Honda Beat in the wagon.
Yes.
So
and I'd be happy with both.
yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. Cool. Let's roll into the game again. We played a game last week. Let me grab my laptop. Last time we did one of these. We played a game where we did keep 5, cut 5.
Yep.
But it was completely blind, so you didn't know what was coming next. I have devised a similar game again. Keep 5, cut 5. This time it is the JDM edition, but rather than it being anything specific, so it's not one specific brand, it's all JDM brands.
Okay.
But I've only picked one car from each brand.
Okay.
So if I've picked Honda, there'll be a Honda. If I've picked Nissan, there will be a Nissan.
Okay.
There's 10 total. There's 5 keeps, 5 cuts. So I'll roll into it and get you started with the first one.
Okay.
So obviously again I still don't have a better way of doing this. So if anyone could tell me a better way, feel free, because
I know for not what I'm doing.
Yes. I'm doing what I can.
Maybe let's just pick up model cars and play with them for a bit.
Okay.
Just me.
First things first. Evo 10, Mitsubishi Evo 10. Keep.
Straight down the line. I mean, for me, Evo 10 though, just such good looking cars. Good looking cars.
I will say, for anybody listening, obviously this is available in a video format. We tend to keep the podcast very audio related and try to keep to a minimum things popping up on the screen, because we know people tend to listen to podcasts and stuff like that. But this one's a bit more visual with stuff, especially like this game and bits like that, that we'll be adding in. So this one might be one that's worth watching if you can. But it is available as a video format on both YouTube and Spotify, so you don't have to change the platform you're listening to. You can just open your screen and it should be there.
Ew.
Cool. What do I want next? So next up for you is a Lexus IS200. You don't seem very inspired by that one.
No, I am and I'm not. I friend at school when I was in secondary school had one of these. No, he didn't. His parents did. And at the time, I thought it was really cool because it was their first car with the dials sort of like right in the middle of like kind of like a watch face.
Okay.
Set up on the dials, and if you've seen inside the.
I've seen that. But
that was cool. Overall, I don't think they're a bad car, but I would have one.
Mm-hmm.
But for the exercise, for the purpose of this exercise, I will cut it.
Cool.
Gone.
One
Forever.
keep, one cut.
Like it never existed.
Gone forever, never existed.
Just like to point out, by the way, while Alex is having a look at this, I'm currently sipping on our partner Dubby's energy drink. Jitterless energy blend, and I'm on Cali O Cream, which is a mango orange cream tasting drink, and it's actually very nice. Just to let you know. And if you use the code TML10 checkout, get 10% off as well.
Little plug for Duffy there. There we go. So, next one is a car you might recognise, because we have seen it quite a few times. A Mark 1 MX-5. I mean, this particular one is called Kurt.
Belongs to Garage of Luke.
That is the one.
It does.
But it's just Mark 1 MX-5 as a whole, not that specific one, that's just an example.
Been in several, most of them are rotten, but still keep it.
Oh, I thought that was going.
Curveball. No, I do
Yeah,
quite like.
that was definitely a curveball.
I do quite like an MX-5.
Okay.
I think they're different as well. Like, they're just cool. It's just cool. They're iconic, aren't they? I guess.
So the other side to the first one I asked you. Some of these pictures aren't amazing. I do apologise. Impreza WRX STI.
Cool.
Cool. So you're a Mitsubishi man over a Subaru.
Never, ever enjoyed them. Apart from, like I said to you before, we did that one on the P1, which is a completely different
Yes.
car. It's not even the same car. For what they do to them is completely different. Pro drive, that is. But no, not a fan.
This one put a smile on my face. The Daihatsu Copen.
Instantly cut. What is wrong with you? What is wrong?
Look, I wanted to do one car from each manufacturer, and I got into the weeds at one point because I was starting to run out of manufacturers of Japanese cars.
Scraping the barrel there.
Let's pick it back up then. Let's bring it back up to something slightly better, and that I can imagine where he's going.
Oh,
Mark IV Supra.
absolutely, no word of a doubt. Keep.
I've given him, for anyone listening, this is the picture of the one from Fast and Furious as well.
Obviously,
Because-
all the kit, all the wing, iconic livery. Get it kept.
That one's straight in the keep folder.
Get it kept.
Okay. Next one.
Where are we
Is
going with this?
a little bit for me. Let me just make sure I'm saying the right one because some of them look very similar. A Datsun 240Z.
Oh, absolutely iconic. Would love to own this car.
Mm-hmm. There's something about these for me. The wing mirrors on the wings and not on the doors
Actual wing mirrors.
is something very cool to me because you don't really see that.
No. I can't not keep it.
Keep folder it is.
Oh no.
You've got one keep left.
I'm gonna have to be really ruthless with the next ones. I just like them. Got a variation there in my keep pile
Yes.
though, I must admit. Not everything's just like. No. It's a bit of old and new as well.
Based on an earlier conversation, this one won't be too difficult then. I think this should be quite easy for you. A Suzuki Cappuccino, which is a kit car.
I know where that photo was taken as well.
So do I.
In the Peak District,
Yeah.
there's one particular area where, yeah, you can go and take photos like that. So if you're watching, yeah, I know where you can take that photo. And the farmer that owns that, like Ford, got that many people there that he put an honesty box
Yeah.
on the gate and you could chuck a couple of quid in to take photos.
Why not?
I like them. I think these are actually quite cool. Of all the K cars, I would probably want one of these more than anything else. But for the purposes of this exercise, it will die.
Okay. Good. By cappuccino.
Only for the purposes of this exercise, though.
You have one keep and one cut left.
Psst, easy.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, with the cars to come. Let's see. This one first. Another car that you should recognise because it's somebody you know. I don't know how I've got the most blurry picture of this car, but an EP3 Civic. This particular one belongs to Grace Autos.
it does. It's backed.
Yes.
And it's purple, even though it looks black.
Yes.
And I've driven that a bit.
A little bit. Moved it.
My clutch is very good.
Okay. Now, you can sort of metagame this a bit because there's a manufacturer I haven't used yet.
There is, but
I don't know if that helps you put this somewhere.
Because of my original disdain for these cars.
Mm-hmm.
I've changed my mind since, but my original disdain stays somewhat in the back of my mind. So, for the purposes of this exercise, they shall die.
Okay, that's a cut.
Sorry, Civic owners.
Big one.
I just VTEC is life. No, it's not.
And the final car
Drive an Audi
that
RS4.
you will be keeping is a
Oh, I've made a hell of a choice.
R34 GTR.
I have made the best choice that I could have possibly made out of that entire game. That is 100% a keeper. Now, if you'd have put me, a decision between that and an S15, I would probably want to own an S15 more than an R34.
Yes. So,
Although, if it came to me making profit out of a car, obviously going to buy the R34. Obviously going to get given the R34.
your cuts pile
Yes.
is Suzuki Cappuccino, the EP3 Civic, which I'm very partial to. That would have been a keep for me. The Daihatsu Copen, the Impreza,
Yeah.
and the IS200. Your keep pile consists of the Evo 10, Stroke, the Mark 1 MX-5,
Yeah.
the Mark 4 Supra,
Hell yeah.
the 240Z,
Yeah. Classic.
and the R34 Skyline.
That's top 5.
If anybody wants to argue that the Datsun is technically a Nissan, go away.
Put yourself far in the bin.
No, is
No,
the answer to that one.
it's a different-
We're going that it's different car.
Different car.
Um,
At the time, they were a different manufacturer.
for me, I might have swapped the Civic and the MX-5
Right.
personally, but I think the rest of it is the correct order. The Evo over the Impreza all day long. The Supra and the R34 you cannot say no to.
If anybody wanted to
I've
bin them, there's
always
no wrong.
wanted a Datsun. That is
Yeah.
like dream level cars for me.
Absolutely.
It's between them, the MX-5 and the Civic for me that I might have swapped.
No. No, I mean, some people would argue with the choice between the Mitsubishi and the Subaru.
Yeah.
And people are going to hate me for saying that I don't like them, but I just think, and there's some bloke sat behind the steering wheel like this.
And there'll be people that
No.
prefer the IS.
Like I said,
Not for me.
and
but
for the purpose of the exercise, I could
Yeah.
one. I would have one of those cars, just probably because of the nostalgia, my remembrance of them being the way that they were. Honestly, look up the dials. They're really cool. The centre dial's like a clock. It looks like a watch face. I can't describe it. You have to Google it.
I haven't actually got a connection on this said laptop, but I will quickly have a look.
Yes.
While you. So it was the IS200, wasn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, proper decent.
Aristocrat dials.
So they're like watch face.
Okay, yeah.
See what I mean? There's something about them.
I'm just waiting for the picture
They
to
just give
load.
real sporty vibes, but they're literally like a watch in the middle of the screen.
What is it with Google and loading the most out of focus pictures ever? Yeah.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know whether you'll be able to see that on screen. If you can't, I will overlay my phone with an actual image of it.
Literally looks like my watch.
But, yeah, that's very cool. I had not seen that before.
So yeah.
They're very cool dials.
Yeah, proper cool. So yeah, there's things about those cars that I very much enjoy, and people do use them for car-related things.
I mean, they are known for people using them as drift cars.
Correct. That was my car-related thing. I meant
Yeah.
drifty boys. Not as common though.
No, but it's one of the rogue choices, I'd say.
Yeah.
If you want to have a Japanese drift car but go a bit rogue and not traditional, what everyone else has got, sort of like the MX-5s, the Sylvias, stuff like that, that's sort of where you're going down that Lexus IS200 route.
And they're a bit more affordable.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, so I would say the next thing I would like to talk about would be a similar sort of vibe that we had on the last B Road, actually, which is if you're going to visit Japan.
Yep. Something I would love to do.
Where are you going? What are you seeing? What are you experiencing while you're there?
I mean, I feel
Car
like
culture-wise, obviously.
the car culture in me and the fan of original Fast and Furiouses
Yeah.
would have to be Tokyo.
Yeah.
You'd have to go to the Shibuya crossing, is that the one?
Yeah, the crossing where they drifted through the middle of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know the story on that one?
They wouldn't actually let them do it, would they?
They weren't
Anyway.
allowed to shut that road and they weren't allowed to do that scene.
Mm.
So they had a fall guy who drove the car and drifted through it, and they just recorded it and did it anyway because YOLO, I guess. I don't know.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Those were the ones. I mean, I agree with that. Daikoku parking lot.
Yeah.
Apparently, and I've heard this from somebody that I know that went to Tokyo last year, you can't walk to that. There is no way to get to that parking lot by foot.
You have to drive.
You'd have to cross a dual carriageway and jump over an Armco barrier to get to that car park. Like you can't go there on foot. So you basically have to drive there. So you either have to hire a car, get a taxi to take you, or buy a
From
car.
what I know though, some of the cars you can hire over there as hire cars are cool cars. Like,
Yeah.
we went to Germany and you got lucky and you hired a Golf. It was a Golf estate, wasn't it?
R-Line, very nice.
And I got a Mitsubishi. what were it? Were it written ASX or AS?
ASX.
It was Mitsubishi. It was dreadful. Honestly, it was like it were 2.2 or 2.4 hybrid.
Here.
I'm like, it's got to have a bit of perk on this. I got on the autobahn that was de-restricted, put my foot down. It got to 90 mile an hour. I'm just like,
That's it.
what is all this?
But yeah, the higher cars you can get over there instead. Much better,
Yeah.
I feel. You'd be much happier with what you got, I'm sure.
Yeah, 100%. I can imagine. Because from people I've heard that have gone over there and hired cars, some of the bits you can get are
Insane.
very cool.
So yeah, I think that's got to be done.
Yeah, 100%.
For me, arcing back to the German bit, kind of, or the perfect cross between, it's got to be, I'd love to go and visit the RWB headquarters, because that's...
I was about to say,
That's Japan
that
as well.
crosses... It toes the line, doesn't it, the RWB stuff?
Yeah.
Because Nakai's a Japanese man.
Races, Porsches.
He designed the idea, the concept of RWBs, and did all the original ones he did in Japan.
Idlers races, they were racing them, that's what they were for.
Yeah. So
yeah, and
it's not a Japanese car, but it toes the line, doesn't it, of,
yeah,
you know.
between the two. Yeah, so that again, that'd be a must visit.
Yeah.
And also,
Would you be going for anything other than the car culture? It's like the general culture, something that you'd like to experience.
really want to go to
Yeah.
Japan, yeah. Just for the whole you know,
The whole
all the
vibes
trains,
of it.
all the technology,
Yeah.
all of the. I mean, if you can go when it's the trees cherry blossom,
Yes, that's really cool.
insane. So
Yeah,
like
cool.
all of that, yeah, absolutely would love. And the other thing I would love to do, absolutely love to do, you could drive the mountain passes.
Yeah.
You can rent a car and drive the mountain passes, and that's something that's like that'd be incredible.
Yeah,
Absolutely
That
insane.
would be amazing. I've seen they've got some crazy stuff over there as well. Like, there's, I think it's Japan, where there's the building where the train goes through the middle of the building.
There's
And
one
there's
like
also
that
a
in China.
building where you walk outside. You know, you're on a street.
Yes.
You're outside on a street, but then you look over the edge, and
Yes.
you're 20 stories up, 10, 20 stories up or whatever.
I've heard about
And
the
there's a
street level's really
There's
weird.
a street level up, and then there's a street level down, and you're just like,
Which one am I on?
where am I?
I feel like, yeah, it'd be.
Can you imagine a car driving past you and then looking to your right and looking down,
Okay,
and then
right.
this car's driving under you, but like stories and stories below you?
It's like the Matrix, isn't it? You just be a bit like, why am I in the wrong bit? What's going on?
Is this Inception? Like,
Yeah. Proper weird. But I do like that style of stuff, and I think it'd be quite interesting to go and see and have a look round. And I also like the older culture for Japan, like the samurai stuff and that sort of stuff related to that. I just find I'm in history. I like history anyway, but like I think that sort of stuff's quite interesting, and like learning about that and understanding different culture definitely. But like I like the food. You'd be screwed. No, you wouldn't. You'd be alright. McDonald's, KFC.
Yes, I'm quite bad when it comes to food. One thing that I'd like over there is the video game stuff, because a lot of video game stuff, Nintendo stuff like that, is very much from over there. So there'd be some cool stuff over there for that side of things as well.
So yeah, I would definitely go and visit. Some cool stuff that we've already spoken about there. I feel like there is so much more that we've not done.
You'd start researching the trip and you'd be like, where do I start?
I've just thought about it. What about places like Liberty Walk? They've got like 3 or 4 places that you can go and visit, showrooms and like merchandise places and whatever.
Yep.
There's also there's the automotive markets where you can go in and buy anything and everything for cars. There's like rows of steering wheels on
I've
walls
seen
and all
that.
that sort of stuff. Like madness.
And the stuff you can get over there it seems like quality stuff as well.
Oh yeah, proper good stuff. So I feel like I'd want to do all that. Basically, my entire holiday would be car related.
Yeah, you'd struggle to not do something related to cars, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, if anybody listening or watching would like to fly us to Japan,
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll go and I'll document everything for you. It'd be amazing.
I've seen I think you could rent them. I've definitely seen them. The the Mario Kart carts
Yes.
that you can drive through the streets.
I totally forgot to tell you, by the way. Remind me to show you. There's a video of I just went to Germany recently, and they had the same. They were all mini hot rods that were driving around the street.
That's cool.
I was just like, you'd be like, this is amazing. I want to do that. But yeah, I've seen that.
Not get away with that, yeah.
Mario Kart, where you get dressed up and get in the whole
Yeah.
car and drive around. Amazing. I'd love to do all that sort
Cool
of stuff.
stuff like that.
It's just interesting, isn't it?
People would be like, what are these idiots doing? But me and you would be having like the best time.
Oh, 100%.
You'd have a helmet on, the smile under that helmet would be like
Yeah.
ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be incredible. So I feel like Japan's got a lot to offer. And also, I mean, that's just Tokyo. You've got other cities as well. And they all have like underground car meets and all that sort of stuff. Like, I've seen some of the videos of where they go to like the multi-stories like you'd see on Tokyo Drift style. But, so I've heard anyway, I've never been, obviously, never seen it. But apparently they're like super respectful.
Yeah.
Like a meet there, you wouldn't get it here. Here there's somebody going, and like somebody doing a burnout or somebody trying to drift and smashing it into a wall or some crap like that. But over there, they pull up, they drive really, really slowly through one middle bit so people can get videos and photos, and they basically just park up in the multi-story, and then everybody just wanders around and looks at everybody's cars. It's the most chill.
It's like what you see before they start racing on Tokyo Drift.
Yes, where they're all parked in the car
in
park.
general.
Yeah.
Where they just parked up at a meet, there's a car that'll roll through, it'll do some revs,
That's it. Yeah.
It'll do its party piece or whatever, and then it'll pull in, it'll park up. People look round it, have a chat about it, and then there's not, sort of the Mustang or the BMW lighting its rear tyres up, sending it towards a crowd of people, sort of thing.
None of that. And I think for me though, that's what I like about that car culture as well. You don't get. Everyone's just respectful. Everyone appreciates everybody else's thing as well.
I feel like there's more of a respect for it over there, but then I think it sort of works for you as well, because if you and the people that are there have a respect for it, and then, such as like the police aren't going to be getting involved, stopping it, stuff like that, because you're respecting it and you're being sensible and you're not causing problems. I think half of the problems in this country with car meets is how badly they all end up turning out.
People are stupid though as well.
This isn't meets as in like shows, this is like
underground meets.
Underground meets that are sort of organised through Snapchat and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, which I've been to.
Yeah.
I've seen them, and
it's just not my vibe. Though.
It's not my vibe either. I avoid them because
I'm more about immaculate.
You don't know what's going. You don't know what's going to happen.
No.
The stuff over there, I feel like, because there's a respect for it, the police are like, let them have the car meet in the underground car park. They're not. They're not sat there rev bombing a Civic until it blows up, or there's not a Fiesta sat on limiter for 10 minutes at a time.
Some of them are rolling in like expensive cars as well. You're not just talking about a Clio. It's like you're talking like £500,000 cars.
And when they say a build, the build's over there. It's not an email remap and AliExpress wing.
It's proper. Fail side kits and the whole lot.
Fail side, engine rebuilds.
Yeah.
It's levels.
Oh yeah, 100%. So I really would like to go and experience that and see it. And
one experience, so a YouTube channel called All the Gear. They went to Japan, and they managed to go to, probably not legal. Probably not legal to do, but I don't think it's illegal to attend. But they went to a mountain pass drift.
Yeah.
Where they'd closed off the road.
Yeah.
That people don't use at night.
Yeah.
They closed it off and they drifted the cars. If you've been into a barrier, you've been into a barrier, it's on you.
I think, like you say, if you're actually driving, it's illegal, obviously, but if you're just there, I don't think there's anything. It's a public road.
Maybe a grey area.
It's a public road, though, isn't it?
Being involved in antisocial. I don't know how it works over there as well, but
probably encouraging it by being there. Right?
At least
I'm gonna do it probably.
At least they've closed the road off. It's like what you see on Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
They've closed the road off. They're
drifting down the mountain pass.
Go home, pizza boy. Sort of thing. Find another way.
Go home, pizza boy.
It is that though, and they drifted down this mountain road in cars that they built.
Yeah.
And they're out of the way. They're not hurting anybody. These are roads that odds are aren't going to be used at night anyway.
Yeah.
By anyone, mostly anybody. There's nothing round for them to hurt.
Yeah.
And the only damage they can do is to themselves, which you take that risk upon yourself
by doing that anyway. Yeah.
But they went to that, and from what they said in the video, it was an experience.
Oh yeah, insane.
But this is like sort of 2-3 a.m. in the morning as well. This is, dead of night, nobody around. We're doing this.
Well, apparently
that's cool.
Talking of that though, I don't know how true it is, but you know the game Midnight Club.
Yes,
which everybody
the
knows.
game that I.
Yeah. Well, apparently, it was. The name Midnight Club comes from an actual group of racers in Tokyo, and they remained anonymous. And they raced through the streets at night, after midnight. Midnight Club. And they always said that if anybody ever had an accident, crashed, hurt anybody else, the group would be immediately disbanded. Yeah. It would never be allowed to happen again. But the entire time that they were running, apparently, that nobody got hurt, and they just sort of came to a natural end. Really,
Yeah.
They didn't carry on doing it, but it was people that were racing through the streets very fast through the streets. Hence, the game sort of replicates that, but they were a genuinely like
That is a
cool game.
very cool game as well. That
Yeah.
is that is one of the games. I'm just trying to think now of other games that have potentially done it, but that is a game where you could pick. So it had actual body kits in it,
Yeah, it did,
like
yeah.
Veilside, stuff like that, body kits. But then also when you did upgrade parts, it made absolutely no difference to the performance of the car. But there was like stage 1 and stage 2 upgrade parts, which made a difference to the car. But within that, you clicked on like stage 2 upgrade part.
Yeah.
But then you could say you were doing the brakes, you could pick like Brembo and other brands of brakes. It did nothing to the handling, but you could say, I've got Brembo brakes on this, and then it was like different NOS companies, and you could have like, I've got this NOS on it. Made no difference to it, but as a kid, I'm like, I'm building my car.
I've got NOS.
I've got NOS, and it's from this company, and my brakes are these.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I suppose this
nothing,
like,
but to you, it was like it was cool.
Horizon's the only other game that springs to mind where you can do that now, with like branded things, not necessarily to the brakes and stuff, but like
not to performance parts.
Kits.
You can have kits, and you can have wheels that are branded.
Yeah.
You can get like BBSs and rotorforms and stuff like that in the game.
Yeah.
And then you can have body kits on it that are like.
You can buy RWB, Veilside, all that sort of stuff.
I was recently doing one on the newest motorsport game. And I got a R6.
Yeah.
And I put the ABT kit on it.
Yeah. Yeah, all that sort of stuff as well, yeah.
So yeah, that was cool.
But yeah, I'd like to go see the real life versions.
I think the experience in real life would be
insane.
Yeah, what tops that?
So,
before you do that, when we've seen cars drifting, so I haven't been super into drifting until more recently.
Yeah, same.
But I've been to quite a few events now where they've done drifting. Tracks last year, Jap Fest earlier this year.
Tracks this year will have drift games.
Drift games, yes. So, at which we are going to be around.
Yeah.
And then obviously we went to an event the other weekend where they got drifting.
Yes.
We could actually get quite up and close to that.
Garage 21, yeah.
That one was.
That was really good.
That was really cool. But having never. I've done drifting in games and stuff and liked it in that, but having never done drifting in real life and like seeing drifting in real life, the experience is crazy.
I really would love to give it a bash.
Yeah.
I would be terrible, I know I would. But you got to start somewhere.
I mean, we got the chance to go into drift cars for a 5-10 minute warm up.
Yeah.
Earlier this year.
But they weren't like Japs.
No, they weren't
drift cars.
They weren't drift builds, were they? They were M2s.
M2s, yeah.
That were stock M2s that were just used for drift experiences.
Yeah.
But it was still cool to be in a car. That's the first time I've been in a car.
Going sideways.
Drifting
properly.
Intentionally.
Yeah, definitely.
For that reason. But like, it's crazy how many people like drifting. Our boss at work is a lady that, I mean, she drives a Clio. I wouldn't put her down. I wouldn't put her down as somebody that likes drifting.
Oh, loves it.
She saw the drifting at Jap Fest earlier this year. Loves it. Thought it was very good. The only reason she's coming to tracks this year is because there's more drifting on.
Drifting, just drift is life.
So it's weird how people that you completely wouldn't expect to find drifting interesting, they're like, this is really cool.
It's probably because it's loud and it's like different and it's aggressive and it's like, no, you don't see it very often. Definitely not in the UK.
No.
I think it's becoming more popular now, which I'm glad of, because actually I would attend more drift stuff. Like, it is really, really cool.
I'd like to go to a drift focused event.
Yeah, proper drift competition or whatever.
Yeah.
It'd be really cool.
Because we've been to some events where they've had drifting in the event, and like Jap Fest there's track stuff, there's a car show, there's drifting, it's a mixture of everything. But I feel like I think it'd be a bit crazy going to an actual full drift event.
Yeah, different calibre, isn't it, I guess, as well. But I mean, let us know if you would do anything different heading to Japan as well.
Yeah.
If there's anything that we've not thought of experience-wise that you would do.
And
let us
while
know.
we're on about letting us know, let us know if your answers to the Keep 5 Cup 5 would be different.
Yes.
Whether you agree with me that the Civic should have still been in there, whether you agree with Ben about the MX-5, or whether we were completely wrong and we should have kept the Daihatsu open. I don't think that's going to be the answer, but you never know.
I'll give it a try.
Let us know what you would have picked on that, and we'll see if people agree with us or disagree.
Alright, yeah. Okay, so thanks very much for listening to yet another Motoring Lounge podcast. More B-Road content will be appearing throughout periodically, depending on what we've got going on, but make sure to continue to like, follow, subscribe, click and do all the things that you need to do. Share us on Instagram, please, and we'll see you next time. Thanks very much for listening.
See you next time.